Intro. Hey there, fellow farmers and agriculture enthusiasts. Ever wondered how those neat hay bales end up in the field? Well, you're in for a treat today because we're diving into the world of hay baling. I'm your name, and in this video, we'll cover everything you need to know about hay baling. From the equipment to the techniques and even proper storage, we've got you covered. So, grab your work gloves, and let's get started with Hay Baling 101. Main content. Let's kick things off by talking about the types of hay balers. There are two main types, round balers and square balers. Round balers create those big cylindrical bales you often see in fields. They're great for large-scale operations and outdoor storage. Square balers, on the other hand, produce rectangular bales. These are easier to stack and transport, making them ideal for smaller farms. Each type has its pros and cons, so choose based on your specific needs. Now, let's walk through the baling process step by step. First, you need to cut the hay and let it dry in the field. This usually takes a few days, depending on the weather. Once the hay is dry, it's time to rake it into windrows. Windrows are long lines of hay that make it easier for the baler to pick up. Next, you'll drive your tractor with the baler attached over the windrows. The baler picks up the hay and compresses it into bales. For round balers, the hay is rolled into a cylinder. Square balers compress the hay into rectangular shapes. Once the bale reaches the right size, it's tied with twine or net wrap. The baler then releases the finished bale onto the field. After baling, proper storage is crucial to maintain hay quality. If you're storing round bales outside, place them on a well-drained area. Arrange them in rows, with the flat ends touching. This helps shed water and prevents moisture from seeping in. For square bales, it's best to store them indoors if possible. Stack them on pallets to keep them off the ground. Ensure good ventilation to prevent mold growth. If you must store square bales outside, cover them with a tarp. Make sure the tarp doesn't touch the ground to allow air circulation. Now, let's talk about some common baling issues you might encounter. One frequent problem is uneven bales. This can happen if you're driving too fast or if the windrows are uneven. Another issue is bales that are too loose or too tight. Adjust your baler settings to fix this problem. Sometimes, you might experience twine or net wrap failures. Check your baler's tying mechanism and make sure you're using quality materials. Moisture in the hay can lead to mold or even spontaneous combustion. Always ensure your hay is properly dried before baling. To keep your baler in top shape, regular maintenance is key. Clean your baler after each use to remove hay and debris. Lubricate all moving parts according to the manufacturer's recommendations. Check and tighten all bolts and chains regularly. Inspect belts for wear and replace them when necessary. Keep an eye on your baler's pickup tines and replace any that are bent or broken. Before each baling season, give your baler a thorough inspection. Address any issues before you start baling to avoid breakdowns in the field. Outro. And there you have it, folks, your complete guide to hay baling. We've covered everything from baler types to storage techniques and maintenance tips. Remember, good hay baling practices lead to better feed for your animals and higher profits for your farm. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your farming friends. Got any hay baling tips or experiences to share? Drop them in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and happy baling!